Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Moji ji ki jai. Thank you all so very much for joining in. And if this is your first time in Satsang, the way to ask questions is through the chat window. There seem to be a lot of helicopters flying past here today. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, beloved Naomi. Hope you have a wonderful day. All my love and blessings are always with you. And happy Diwali, yes, Rashmi, happy Diwali to everyone as well. It's so beautifully symbolic, isn't it? The festival of lights. Just like this Sangha is a festival of lights. Such beautiful lights here, all of you. I'm so blessed to be in your presence. And thank you so much for making this a beautiful Diwali. Namaste, namaste, very good. Naomi says, thank you, dearest Ananta ji. It is so wonderful to have you in my life this year. Same, my dear. Very good. Rashmi says, oh Lord, so good to see you, Father. Same here, my dear. Very nice. Kanchan is also here. She says, happy Deepavali. Anantaji, happy Deepavali to you too. Thank you all so much. See, the light does not have to work. Light does not have to make an effort to dispel the darkness. You see? It is the nature of light that darkness cannot survive. You don't have to work at it. In the presence of being unattached, uncontaminated, the false ego will not survive. Darkness, because darkness has no substance actually. Darkness is only the seeming absence of light. It has no independent existence, just like the ego. So we must not even make a big thing about the ego. We must not make a big concept out of person also. Because if we keep believing that it is a big obstacle, then in our belief it will get that reality. Just be in the light of satsang and all darkness will be dispelled. That is one of the meanings of the word guru also. The guru is the dispeller of darkness. It is not an effort to be in the presence of the Sadguru in your heart. It is only seen that the presence is strongly felt when we let go of effort. When we give up this myth of attempting to do something instead of just witnessing the flow. When we rely on our thoughts, as if God would need a thought to run the world, as if God needs a thought to run this life. Therefore, the confusion must be that this is a personal life. The misconception must be this, that this is a personal life. And as you see through this misconception, then you see that this is God's life. God is living this life. The Eternal One is leading this life. One of us had shared in chat about a worry about turning a particular age. And there are two things I want to tell you about that. The first thing is I am also getting there in a few months. So tell me how it goes. See? But more importantly, what I want to tell you is that you are the eternal one. You are not the age of your body. You are the eternal one. And it is very good if these kind of fears are coming up so that they can be exposed, and any body identification which still remains, most of it can be thrown into the fire of satsang. So don't feel that no fear should come up. If it doesn't come up, it might never get released actually. And how long do you want to carry all this? Just hand it all over. It's all my problem now. Thank you, Lizelle. Lizelle says, Father, may your light shine throughout all the worlds. Your faith will make it so, my beloved one. Thank you so much. How old is this awareness? How old is this awareness? How old is the being? It is here. Naomi says, Happy Diwali, you too, my dear. Thank you for your words and wishes. Age is just a concept of the mind. Handing over the fear of aging, we are the eternal one being. Very beautiful. See exactly what I said. The eternal one being. Very beautifully said. What a relief. Yes. Very good. Prema says, all darkness is being dispelled here, Anantaji. Very good, my dear. Can hardly contain the joy, peace, and love. Very nice. How to thank you, dearest Father, just in this report, just to say this, that suffering is not possible here now and cannot contain this peace, love, and joy. There's no better thanks than this. Very beautiful. Thank you, my dear. Shanti says, Glory to the light that brings us this love. All my Master's grace. Thank you, beloved Master. Modi ji ki jai. Lizelle says, Shanti, glory be. So much love. Vibke says, Father, I hand all stories about this imagined one and the interpreter of feelings over to you. Very good. Very good. At your feet, Father. Very good. There is great depth in what she says, you see. Very good. Thank you, Vivi, Deenan. For this Diwali, don't give any attention to the darkness. It is not real. And if you find that it is difficult to withdraw attention, at least withdraw your belief. That is enough, actually. what remains here now. Claire says, there are some buts arising here, beloved Father. Yes. Putting all of them always at your feet. This is very good. This is very good. And as you keep burning them, you keep surrendering them, you will see that they will lose all the power that they have. The mind will not stop. The mind will not stop saying but it will become what used to be seem like a loud noise will become lesser and lesser till it becomes like a distant whisper. And what seems to have a lot of magnetism today will not have any power at all. So don't attempt to change your mind. If you're expecting that the mind will get reformed, all of you just forget about it. It is the nature of mind to perpetuate separation, even when it is pretending otherwise. So don't attempt to change your mind. Just change your belief. Just remove your belief. Actually, you cannot sit at two chairs at the same time. And you can, but it will be very uncomfortable. You can either believe the voice of the Sadguru in your heart, or you can believe the mind. If you try to manage both, if you try to juggle both, if you create a dichotomy between satsang and the so called outside world, then life could become very uncomfortable. And with good reason. With good reason. Because this discomfort will make you look further. And then you will find that with my belief just in the pure presence that is here, then all belief in the mind is gone. But I see many actually who come who say that in satsang I will be like this, but in the quote unquote real world, there is no such thing. But in the so called real world, I will act like a person. So, in that way, they are giving the belief to all the personal ideas for all the entire day, and during the 1 hour in satsang, they come and just let go of all of it. I have a simple suggestion for those of you. It is that just let go of your next thought, no matter where you find yourself. Just let go of your next thought, no matter where you find yourself in satsang or in the outside world. All of this is actually inside you. Or another way to say it is, it's only in front of you as an appearance. What is said in satsang applies to your entire life. Usually we see that what is said in work only applies to work, what is said in family only applies to family, but what is said in satsang applies to your entire life. And in this way, the misconception about who you are and what you are is dropped. And life stops being a struggle. Most of humanity seems to be struggling through life, isn't it? And what are the ego's mantras? What are the ego's mantras? If you fall down, fight back, get up again, fight one more round. You see, all of this is this visual metaphors for this life being a struggle. What is there to fight for? You are already the supreme one. Why do you have to fight one more round? Against who are you fighting? What are you expecting to win? What are you fearing to lose? Drop all concepts of this struggle. You see, it's become a habit for many of us. Very good. Namaste, Louise. Louise says, threw a tantrum in the Sangha hall. Threw a tantrum in the Sangha hall, is it? I see. And now there is a little judgment about how silly and meaningless it all was. It is very good. If you let go of it, and now you can see it with this distance, you see, this is very good. But this does not even feel real. Not sure what the tantrum was about, but it is very good to throw all of this at the feet of the Sangha hall. It's very good. All our beliefs, all our concepts will leave us in this way. What is past is past. What is fresh here now, without even relying on a feeling. You see, but this does not even feel real, you say. What does reality feel like? Feel real can only be a conclusion from the mind, isn't it? Oh, this seems real or this does not seem real. What does reality feel like also? Thank you, Claire. Very good. So much love, you streamer 383. And if Louise, you want to share something, you can do. From you want to, or if the tantrum is completely gone, it is fine. But I'm completely open to you throwing the tantrum here as well. If it has some power still. You streamer 383 says, Father, whenever mind is withdrawn for work or any daily activities, this space starts showing in a different aspect. Whenever mind is withdrawn for work or any daily activities, do you mean that when you withdraw your belief from the mind and you don't even believe thoughts for work and daily activities, this space starts showing in a different aspect? Maybe you elaborate a little more on this. can elaborate a little more, we can look at the question. He says it passed, Father. This is good. New Streamer 383 says, whenever done with work, and just sit, and nothing is left. And when work is happening, so there is a witness which is saying that nothing is left. See, I want all of you to listen to this point very carefully because this is very relevant. This is very relevant and it's the cause of much confusion. All around, I see this confusion. This is very good. So, we say that at times there is something and at other times there is nothing. At times there is something, including the presence of being. Can be said this is something which is always here in the waking state. But in the sleep state, even this is not there. There is nothing. So if we identify as something, even this beingness, then when beingness disappears, then we can say that I was also not there. You see, when we are identified as an entity, including the immaculate conception of beingness itself, then when this disappears, we can say that I was also not there, that nothing was there. See, truly nothing. But if we identify as the witness, which witnesses this awareness, which witnesses this something and nothing, so the presence of something and the lack of presence of this something is also witnessed by you. And if this is the I that you are identified with as awareness, then you know that I was there to see that there is nothing. Even the nothing is witnessed. See? So if you are identified with the absolute, then the arising or the disappearing of this something and the appearance of this nothing will mean nothing for you. Because all is coming and going in you as awareness. But if you are identified with something phenomenal, when we identify with something phenomenal, then we see that, so suppose we identify with the body, and in the dream there is a different body. Then we can say, oh, even I was not there in my dream, it was somebody else. You see, we can say like this. If you are identified with the body, if you are identified with consciousness, with beingness, then we see that, oh, waking state was there, I was here. And then sleep state came, and even I was not there. But if we are identified with the absolute, the pure awareness, the witnessing of all of this, we see that something came as consciousness and then nothing came as emptiness. And I was aware that nothing was here. Yeah, I hope this is not too complicated. I'm trying to explain it as simply as possible. And it's very simple. Don't let your mind come in and say that this is too difficult or abstract. It's the simplest thing. I am able to say that there is something or there was nothing. And if I did not witness this nothing, then I would not be able to say that there was nothing. As simple as that. You see? And then when we are identified as this absolute awareness itself, then it does not matter, any state can come and go. All somethings can come and go. All nothings can come and go. I am untouched by this play of something and nothing. And when we are untouched, we realize that I am untouched even by the most horrific or the most sublime of appearances, and untouched by the lack of any appearance. Then this is freedom. This is your true natural state. That's good. Very good. Mhm. Shanti says, it's all me. Sorry, just 1 second. Shanti says, it's all me. My satsang self. My outside life self. Okay, my satsang self. My outside life self. My sleeping self. It's all the same to me. How beautiful is this? You see? Who can say these kind of words? Beautiful. Just change of scenes and places. Very good. I am the same one in all my apparent states. Very beautiful. If I believe all the different appearances is the same guy, if I don't believe it's the same one. Wow, this is very beautiful. Sadhguru is speaking through these words, and such a joy to experience them. Very beautiful, my dear. It's a beautiful quote that we can share with everyone. It's very beautiful. Okay. Yes, very beautiful. Claire says, that's so helpful, Anantaji. Thank you, my dear. Very good. You streamer 383. Yes. Thank you so much, my dear. I know that your question was a little different from what the answer came. But if there's still some juice in the question, we can ask again. You can look again together. But that is the answer that arose. And I hope it was helpful. Naomi says, so helpful, needed to hear these words. Very good, Shanti dear, very good. Deenan says, I can keep Shanti's quote and give to Stacy for quote space. Yes, please. Please do that. Very good. Yes, I already answered. Yes. Louis says, Father, just wanting to clarify. Sometimes there is a feeling to just stop. To stop scanning Facebook, the chat groups, books, etc. To just stop looking for the answer or for something to sing. Yes. It is not about the action, you see. It is not about what is flowing through this body. Whether we are chatting all day or sitting in a meditative silence. It is ultimately not even about that. It is whether there is any belief been given to the mind when all these actions are happening. That is the root. So a liberated one can have the busiest job, can have the busiest job, or can be sitting in a cave. So it's not about the actions. But yes, if there is a belief in a thought, even a thought which says something needs to sink in, you see, what is being spoken of here doesn't even need to sink. But I know what you say. See, I get the essence of what you're saying. But right now, you are aware. And this is for all of you. Right now, you are aware. Please hear my words. Right now, you are aware. Can you find any distance between yourself and this awareness? And don't automatically answer. Even if you feel that I know this answer completely, all of you, look, I am aware now. How far am I from this awareness? Is there any separation between this awareness and me? What is needed to be understood to find this awareness? Can I ever become anything but this? Just look at this fresh, as if you've never heard any of this before. And as you let go of your next thought, then you will see that all these actions are unfolding on their own. And then Louis says to sink in, sometimes I feel to trust this, that it is the stopping of being the seeker, but wanting to check it is not the mind trying to take me away from satsang. Anything, if God Himself comes and says, you can now stop going to satsang, don't believe Him. I know they seem like strong words, you see, but they need to be used. Anything which tries to take you away from satsang, even if this strong thought comes that, oh, now I find that the master is here in my heart, so I don't need to come to satsang anymore. Even if this feeling is there, even then don't stop coming to satsang. This is the only rule, if we can call it that, that we enforce. Because there is only one thing that you can trust, and that is satsang. You see, so what will happen is that satsang will burn all that is untrue, and then satsang will remain as a joy. It will not seem like effort, it will seem like complete joy. Good. Shanti says, wow, I was actually going to erase that, but sent by mistake. Sometimes I don't know what is coming through here. Thank you, Sangha. These are your words, not Shanti's. They are the heart's words. They are the Sadguru's words. Very good. Louis says, something feels to stop, Father. Not to stop coming to satsang, but to just stop this trusting of seeking and grasping. Yes, this you must do right now. This can be done right now. If there is a needy, seeking, grasping sort of energy, then this is only coming from the sense of separation. Because only the imagined one, only the impossible one can say, I need to get somewhere. I need to understand something. Or even to say that I got it now. It is only the imagined one or the impossible one that can say this. So this we can stop. So if you find that I am aware now, can we see that this awareness is not seeking anything at all? This awareness is seeking nothing at all. That is why my master says, stay as the awareness. You see, there is some power in these words. Although the mind will come and say that, how can I not be the awareness? I know this now. You see? But sometimes it feels like some seeker entity seems very strong, and even to drop this by staying as the pure awareness itself. And from here, you can tell me what is going on. You see, I hear you in your broadcast when you're reading Adyashanti's book. And I can sense such a pure presence there. Completely goes straight into the heart every word that you say. And this presence is completely free. So let the mind come and throw all the tantrums it wants. I know it is the last stand of the mind. You stay in satsang, all this will not last. So much love. Very good, my dear. Zoe says, Father, I wish to expose something here. I went to Muji's silent retreat in London last year, and there was such peace and love. And on the last day, during the last satsang, I felt some discomfort. I'm sorry, I felt some discomfort in the body, and also the thought came, yes, yes, I know this. And I got up and left our master's presence. I still feel some shame and one day wish to ask our beloved master's forgiveness. Don't give it another thought. Hmm? So there are some 30 plus people in this satsang today. And I'm sure in most minds there will be these thoughts that come. That is the nature of the mind. That is the nature of the mind. Even when I go to the master satsang, if there are some satsangs which become too long, this thought keeps coming, but it's too much today. This thought will come. That is too much today. But now you have seen through this trickster, just like I have seen through this trickster. And it doesn't matter if one day you got up and left. It means nothing at all. It never happened. None of this is true. Just forget about it. Remember that nothing can happen without His will. It's all this game. Don't believe even this interpretation. It's nothing, nothing, nothing. Hmm? And I appreciate your courage actually for being able to expose this. Very beautiful. Very good. Claire says, putting all opposition and resistances to anything at all at your beautiful feet of love. This is very good. See, now you've taken the full net. You've collected all of it and say, okay, gone now. This is very good. This is very good. Though he says such arrogance, laying it all at your feet. No, no, no. Don't let the mind make guilt out of this. It's all gone. Forget about it. Aryav says, I also tried to change my schedule. Late night satsangs were turning me into a night owl. Thought I would get up early and attend the morning sessions, but it just didn't happen. That's okay. Also, we have the recordings. The recordings are good. I realized that time is some challenge for some regions, and that is why we have these two different slots. But I know that for some regions, these two slots also don't work. So don't make any of this into any guilt. Just have this openness in your heart to be in satsang, and you will automatically find yourself there. And the recordings are also there. And if you have any questions, you're always free to ask me anyway. It's very good. Dipke says, oh yes, stop it. Trying to grasp is so exhausting, almost painful. Yes, it's very tiresome, you see. It's very tiresome to keep keep asking what's in it for me, keep looking for something which I can get from every situation. Naomi says, Anantaji, my guru, children have been challenging me with their anxiety, which has led to my own heightened anxiety and lack of sleep at times. I feel I am not the right parent for them. God cannot make this kind of mistake, you see. It's only the mind which can see this. If you were not the right parent for them, they would not be your children. You are the perfect parent. The universe makes no mistakes and it has perfect timing. This does not mean that everything becomes chocolate flavored, you see. This does not mean that everything goes according to the mind's plan. Like my master says, God is never so unkind as to fulfill all of the mind's plans. Because then we would be deluded forever. Your children have exactly what they need, and you have your children to show you exactly what you need. What needs to be overcome and what needs to be transcended is also as important to be shown. And all our relationships play this role more than any other role, maybe actually. It's good. All that is appearing is exactly as it is meant to be. And we're not saying it is perfect from the mind's perspective, it is perfect from your realization of the truth perspective. Because everything shows you what needs to be transcended. This is very good. And to have this spirit of surrender, then none of this problem can last. And to have this surrender, then you're being the perfect parent. You see, you're being the role model. Because children look for us to show them the way. And with this surrender now, you will show them that you're untouched by any appearance. And this will be your gift to them. Your freedom will be your biggest gift to your children. And in this way also the light will carry on further. This is very good. Ashmi says, Father, exposing this resistance of parents coming to know of me attending satsang. I see. Whatever, she says. In fact, when you said your parents were there, I had a feeling to say, why don't you invite them? You must not become sheep. Many of us, because we feel that what we are doing is swinging to a different beat compared to the world. The world must not turn us into sheep. And your parents will know in their heart what is true. And all they want to see you is happy. So if satsang is making you happy, they will trust satsang as well. And along the way, if they have some resistances, some suffering which shows up, then they need to transcend this. And this will bring them to satsang. It's not necessary that this will be this satsang. But as they get open and they start looking for answers, then the right teacher, the right experiences will start appearing for them. But you don't need to hide yourself. Neither arrogance nor false humility is required. Just be your natural self. Good. Zoe says, tears of relief here, Father. Thank you with all my heart. This is very good. You see, the smallest thing like this, for us, it can seem like it's such a big deal, you see. That's why we said earlier that our secrets seem like the most scary ones, but once they're exposed, then everybody says, oh, this is true for me as well. We wonder how we had so much shame about this strong secret, but it is nothing at all. None of you must carry this burden, it is not required. Because this guilt will perpetuate the idea that you can do something, that the person can do something. So just throw all of this away. It is very good. Rashmi says, give it to you, sweet father. Very good, my dear. Louis says, Father, I am the awareness of this seeking and grasping. Okay? It won't stop, but I am starting to see it no longer matters if it happens or not. If what happens or not, it won't stop, but I'm starting to see it no longer matters if it happens or not. Are you talking about a freedom or a liberation which happens or not? Then you say, there used to be some frustration about this. I'm starting to see that nothing needs to change. This is very good. There were many expectations for things to change. These expectations going away is the most auspicious thing. Our desires and aversions going away is the fruit of satsang. Actually, the minute you say, Father, I am the awareness, then it is all clear. So when you say, Father, I am the awareness, then for this awareness, what needs to happen or what is not happening? Can something ever happen to this awareness, for this awareness? So to see this, the first phrase which you used, Father, I am the awareness. That is the end of the story actually. You see what I'm saying? It is as simple as this. So stop at Father, I am the awareness, and then don't believe any thought. Then show me what troubles you. This is for all of you. See, once you say I am the awareness, then the scope for this but is not there. You see? It is the most beautiful to say I am the awareness. Not necessary even to say like this in words, but if some words can be used, I cannot find better words than this. Very good. Ishani says, chat was not working on the laptop, but here with you, Father and Sangha. Welcome, my dear. Very good. And Louis says, I do feel some stickiness. Let the feelings come. Let them come. Don't worry about which feeling is coming and going. With not wanting anger. But I'm feeling so much trust lately that even this has no real juice. This is very good, you see. And now we all say this has no real juice. So the mind is just now grasping at straws, but no, this also not very strong now. This also. So it'll run out of these things now. This is called emptiness. This is called emptiness. You will be left without anything to not want also, and anything to want also. No desire and no aversion will be left. Lizelle says, untouched, unmoved awareness, Sat Chitananda. Very beautiful. Thank you, Father. Thank you, my dear. Very good. Naomi says, thank you so very much for this beautiful seeing today, such a gift. Thank you for your presence on this auspicious day. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Louis says, laughing, laughing, Love you so much. Love you too, my dear child. Very much. Very good. D is here. Very welcome, my dearest one. I'm always with you. Very good. Thank you, Adam. So much love to you, my dear. Thank you, Dinan, so much. You are always in my heart, you see. See, for some of you, these feelings come sometimes that, oh, I'm feeling a little out of the Sangha, I'm feeling like an outsider. All this just thoughts, just feelings, nothing. They are nothing to you now. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing is outside my heart. No one is outside my Sangha. There is unlimited, too much love here. Thank you, Aryav. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ivan. It was very nice to see you yesterday. Yes. And we will work on the technology issues and get you to start broadcasting soon. In fact, all of you can broadcast. It's very good. Such beautiful light is being spread through this simple initiative. I'm so happy that the works of our great sages and great teachers are being saved forever on this digital platform, you see. I wonder how many of you look at it this way. Such beautiful works which were written many thousands of years ago, like the Ribu Gita, are now being shared through the medium of this internet by such beautiful beings, completely without any selfish motives, without any expectation. I'm so blessed to be a part of this journey with all of you. In fact, I don't mind saying that I am at your feet with so much gratitude. Thank you all so much for this beautiful gift. Good. And Shanti says, thank you, Father, dispeller of darkness. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Very good. Nilki says, thank you so much, Father and Sangha. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Cornelia, very much. So much love, Prema. So much love. SLA BRUM. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Thank you so much. Zoe, love you. Jyotika, love you so much. Louise, thank you. Thank you, Bhagwati ji. The body will also get better soon. Maybe nothing, nothing, nothing. So much love. Oh, Maya is also here. Very good, my dear. Good. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Lizelle. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you so much, Bhagwati ji. Thank you all so very much for this beautiful satsang today. Muji ji ki jai.